Hello and welcome to yet another episode of Comexposed. My name is Eugene Ramirez Mapundera.
And my name is Tino Zambe Makoni, and we're back again with all things awesome in the world of digital arts in Africa. This time around, as we continue to discuss conventions and exhibitions and events, we'll be talking about one we recently came back from. Two, in fact, from this week alone. I'm coming from Maputo Fast Forward, and Eugene.
I was able to attend and present at the Afro Futures workshop hosted by Wada Collective.
So we'll be talking about both of those events this morning. I guess we can start with, we'll start this time round with the Afro Futures, which you were able to attend and speak at as well. So can you tell us a bit about that one? That was held by the Wada Collective, right?
That's right, yeah. So if you've been keeping up with Comexposed and you're up to date on all of this season's episodes, you will remember the particular one where we had a representative from the Wada Collective. So she was talking about their event, which is focusing on augmented reality and delivering art through augmented reality. So I was one of the first presenters, and I was presenting on character design, but the whole event was meant to help participants get from understanding how to illustrate and then finally how to do it digitally, and then hopefully get to an advanced level where they can use apps like ARTIVIVE to then add some augmented reality to their work or make their work come to life. The app is called ARTIVIVE, and it generally brings images to life. So if you paint something or illustrate something and animate it through ARTIVIVE, you can have it in such a way that if someone views it through the app on their phone, that animation rolls out. So it's pretty cool. Very interesting application for business cards and other, art pieces like what the Wada Collective themselves do. So outside of coding, I was the other presenter, and the third presenter was Mariana Tomiskeli. Mariana was one of note because she's actually world famous. Her work includes pieces for luxury brands such as Bentley.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
okay.
She's worked with CNN. She's also worked with Adobe. So her illustrations are very provocative, but simple and very impressionist-like. So when I look at it, I think, well, Picasso, but with a bit of modern twist to it. So it was really nice working with her because I presented demonstrated using Procreate, and she also uses Procreate for a lot of her final pieces. So there was a lot of, synergy in what we're doing. So it was really thrilling. There were about 18 or 20 participants in the workshop itself. It ran for 2 days, and it was quite a show indeed.
Sounds pretty cool, and we like seeing this type of thing happening. Hopefully we'll get more of this type of workshops, and Wada Collective will continue to bring us exciting programs like this as we go forward. So when we come back, we'll be talking more about Maputo Fast Forward.
All right, so today's all about catching up with old promises we made in prior episodes. And if you remember correctly, or if you've been watching us constantly, you'd know that we talked about Maputo Fast Forward, which was an upcoming event then, and we actually had the chance to send Tino there. And it looked like you guys had quite a time in Mozambique.
It was quite a time. We were there in Maputo, enjoying Mozambique. Hot place, humid for days, but I love it all the same. Great food, great people, and Portuguese is such an immersive, exciting language. Learned a lot of that this time around, which is good. So thoroughly enjoyed it. Maputo Fast Forward itself is still going on. It started on the 10th of October and it finishes on the 10th of November. So it's a month-long festival that they hold there.
Great. Let's talk about the reason why you were there and zone in on the comic book art exhibition, which was titled Banda Desenhada, and then they added the video game aspect to it. Just run us through that.
So the comic book exhibition, if you can call it an exhibition of the superheroes, African superheroes in general. And we had studios from across Africa, from Comic Republic, Spoof Comics, Black Heart Studios in Zambia. We had Leti Arts from Ghana as well. We had obviously CCX, we had Enigma, we had Sigma there. So everyone was pretty well represented from across Africa, top to bottom, of superheroes, or titles rather, that they've been running for some period of time. So you've got your Guardian Prime, all the way through to your Strike Guard, all the way through to your Nefanuro Man, and Gambanyika as well, all represented. And Titan there from Zambia as well. Great characters, big print, all on the walls.
I have to say they did it justice.
They did a great job. did a great job bringing these things together. So we went there to open the exhibition, and it runs all the way through till the 26th of November.
Wow.
So it's going to be there for quite some time. So if you're in Mozambique, make sure you do get to go and see it while it's on display. But great turnout. We had about 70 or so people that came on that first opening night, all discovering these heroes for the very first time. Most people were so surprised that there were this many African heroes present currently in the market.
But in the spirit of staying sophisticated and up to date with the times, there was also a very interesting technological element to this exhibition in the form of video games, independently developed African video games. Tell us about that.
Yeah, along with the independently created African comics, of course, that would translate straight into video games as well. So we had our friends from Fak'ugesi come through as well, and they exhibited their game box, which is, if you can call it, a portable homebrew video game console.
Very large mobile.
Very large mobile arcade. Let's call it that. It looks like an arcade with the buttons and everything.
It looked really, I felt nostalgic just looking at it. I was like, I wish I had one of these in my room.
I think I'll still get one of those for my house. But on that, local creators can load on their games, and then the box itself moves, it tours, and gets to regions or places on the periphery where people usually wouldn't get access to that type of content. So I think this was the first time they stepped out of South Africa and all the way into Mozambique, and it's an amazing idea. You're seeing pictures right now, and I hope that it continues to tour and move around and expand.
I hope more people get into this kind of thing and start to create like Zimbabwean game boxes,
which would be
Nigerian
fantastic.
game boxes. I think the time is now.
The time is definitely now.
Yeah.
So local content is very much on the rise on all platforms.
Wow. Did they talk about how they made the game box by any chance?
They did. We had a workshop, and within that workshop, the guys from Fak'ugesi also spoke a little bit about how they did the game box, or even why they were doing that sort of endeavor.
Yeah.
So they spoke a little bit about how they got artists on board, how the people managed to do their coding and get things onto the machine. It's very simple in the background for a very potent hit of Africanism, shall we say. So they'll continue doing this, of course. And
I'm really curious about what's in that thing. Like, what's powering the game? Is it a PC in there? Is it a console in there?
It can be almost anything, but inside is a machine. It is a laptop even. You can put a laptop in and that's enough to make it run. Or the components of a PC, either of the two. But a laptop's easiest because of you tear down the box and pack it up and you can go. So that's what's running this one, and some wiring through to the button configuration and all that to make that work. So it's a real homebrew solution.
Wow. There you have it. We've come back with some tangible information that you guys can benefit from two different festivals, one in Harare and another in Maputo. So, if you want to find out more, you can always check out the links in the description below.
Or follow us on all our social media handles, Comexposed on Instagram, on Twitter, and on Facebook. And you can visit www.comexposed.com. If you want to be part of the daily discussions we have on all things digital, send us a message on Facebook and we can add you to the Comexposed WhatsApp group, where you can get a healthy dose of all the crazy things we talk about every day.
Yeah, but for this week, remember to subscribe and leave a like. Feel free to comment and we'll get right back to you. But for this week, my name's Eugene.
And my name is Tino.
Believe in yourself.